Linda, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about Model Cities, and then tell us about your work as a homeownership advisor. What's your typical client's financial situation when they come to you, and how do you help them pull off buying a house?
Okay. Thank you, Bill.
Uh-huh.
And special thanks to you and the Homeownership Center for hosting us in this podcast.
Sure. Thank you.
Model Cities has been providing services in St. Paul since 1967. We've transitioned from providing primary health care services to those who didn't have access. The word access or lack of access continues to come up even in our work with home ownership. After that, the Open Cities Health Center took over the healthcare part, and we continue to provide the same level of services in coaching with youth on probation, crisis intervention, housing, case management with people who are formerly homeless, and many supportive housing and affordable housing programs. A few years ago, many may not realize that we opened a homeless shelter, and we're providing services through that today. It was in fall of 2017 that we moved into the new brownstone building in St. Paul, where we provide 35 affordable housing units and also commercial spaces, and our offices are there as well. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge 4 dynamic African American women who have paved the way, who have provided leadership during that growth and development. First, the late Timothy Van, Dr. Beverly Hawkins, and today Kizzy Downey, our CEO, and Makisha Haw, our Director of Economic Services. Over the last 10 years, I would say that we have significantly improved the services around home ownership. We have 3 home ownership advisors or housing counselors, myself, Linda White, Jeff Wills, and Ebony Williams. We are all HUD certified housing counselors. First, I want to talk about pre-purchase counseling. This is one-on-one counseling, and it provides our clients with a view of their credit, development of a household budget, which is really important, and where they are and need to be with savings. Also, we work with our partners to understand the mortgage lending requirements and also to be able to assess our clients where they are in relationship to that. Now, if you are someone or know someone who is tired of paying $1,800 a month for rent, who lost a job at some point, now has one, got behind on bills, but wants to work toward home ownership, or hasn't really worked with a household budget, but really need to, because if they purchase, they need to manage that mortgage payment, or just simply doesn't know the path to get on to work toward home ownership. We can work with you from as little as 3 months up to 3 years as well. Now, in addition to pre-purchase counseling, we have our home stretch workshops. We provide in that 8 hours a complete overview of the whole process. Not only does our own staff work to facilitate, but we call in professionals like Kim and Trent here to provide information on what they do as part of that process and how to access those services as well. Once you get done with the home stretch workshop, and they are available today even on Saturdays and Sundays, you will get a certificate which helps you access down payment assistance. So we certainly encourage you to come and work with us, whether pre-purchase counseling, home stretch workshops, our financial education classes that we provide via other nonprofits and so on. We know how important it is to earn your trust. And with that trust, what we promise you is there is no judgment. Wherever you happen to be, that's where we're going to meet you and help you along that path to home ownership. I want to leave you with 2 credit tips. I want to make sure that you all know when you are trying to increase your scores, maybe to keep your balance to your limit on credit cards at 30% or less. That's going to keep your scores going up, especially if you want to improve your scores. Also, don't miss that minimum payment on your credit cards. If you do, you will see your scores go down 30, 40 points. If you have any doubt about whether you're going to remember to make that payment, put it on auto pay. And I think that's going to help you. To contact us, modelcities.org, and that is on the screen, and we will be so very happy to work with you. Come see us.
Linda, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much for that.